Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Maxey into the lane. The shot will not fall. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Here's the 3. They get it back.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Lillard missing. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Lillard outside. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And here's Prince outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Thanks, David. Lillard way outside. Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback.
Giannis anticipating there and just creates his own chance.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Maxey. Lopez with the block.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Maxey passes to Grimes. The 76ers again can't hit it. Milwaukee in the lead. Kuzma outside. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's Prince on the wing. Scoreless thus far. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Here's Oubre. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside for George. They shoot again, and it's in off the backboard.
George showing the length and the lift to get to the mid-range.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1 from deep three-point land. Rebound by the 76ers. Maxey looking it over. In the corner, it's Oubre. Antetokounmpo with the steal. fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game here. Now Maxey. He's got 8. There's the drive, and they pick up 2. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's Antetokounmpo using his size. Giannis!
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Embiid. Lopez with the steal. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Grimes. Lopez with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you.
Incredible, the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Grimes passes to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre, that long, slender athlete. You love it when he's on the rise like that.
Shot on the wing. And it's good off the back rim. And in. Prince has got his first 2 points. Oubre, a screen on Lillard. Outside, Maxey lets the 3 fly. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Grimes passes to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Lillard from outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Prince. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. For the finish. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Lillard fires away from way outside. No good, unable to end this run. The 76ers leading by 15. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Maxi's got 28 points for the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it.
Going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
And Giannis throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
From outside the arc. And the 76ers get it back. For the three. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Kevin Porter. Green is out there with Portis. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at center.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
There's a good screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 21. From deep, Trent sinks the triple. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Pass to McCain. Down low, here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That's what happens if you don't do your work early. Andre Drummond's going to hurt you like that.
Here's Sims. Releases from 15, and the shot falls short this time.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Here's McCain. Nothing on the board. Green finds Porter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Butler from outside. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Hits the 3-point bomb.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Trent passes to Porter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Gary Trent Jr.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Butler against Porter. Here's Edwards. Misses in close. For Milwaukee, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
And Porter's out there as the big guy, really running the court well.
The 76ers leading by 20. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Porter, no luck. And so Edwards will bring it up for the 76ers. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. A new lineup here for the Bucks. The Bucks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Lillard from outside drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Butler passes to Yabusele, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
And Antetokounmpo.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Three-pointer, Butler. Nice D from Lillard. From the arc. That shot off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the two-guard position. And a deep three from Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Butler. Rebound, Milwaukee.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Powers through inside, Giannis.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. And once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Maxey into the lane.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Nice there. are getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Pass to Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. Here he goes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Oubre's got 4 assists in the game. Lillard outside. And the 3-ball is good.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Antetokounmpo inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Maxey against Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oubre right there, just not afraid to take it at the defense.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And that one's good. Maxey.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Lillard. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Maxey. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Embiid with the steal. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. 8-point game. Got that one up quick.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
Outside, Maxey. Outside, George. And he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Giannis. And he makes that one. Antetokounmpo's got 38 points. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now, here's George. Fires the 3. Maxey drops it in. So the 76ers win it. And in the win, a comfort. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg.
regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Mitchell. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Antetokounmpo with it. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo, right side. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Now here's Lillard. To the inside. And Giannis with the jam.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
From Dave.
Now Mitchell. And a nice finish on the layup. Mitchell's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Off target with the 3. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Takes a 3, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Allen outside. And he buries his first look.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Soft touch on the finger roll. Always such a pretty shot.
Here's Garland. They get it back. Mobley outside. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The rebound by Allen.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Driving in. Crafty move. Out to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the jumper to drop. He's got 10.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Back to Mitchell. Takes it inside, and Mitchell with the slam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Lillard against Mitchell. Fires the 3. Striking from deep range. Dame.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Here's Mobley, down low. And it's Allen who slams it home.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Pass to Hunter. Out to Garland. Mobley on a screen. Off target from outside.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lillard looking around. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
In standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Pass to Lopez. Now Antetokounmpo. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. That shot is off. It was stolen by Lillard. Antetokounmpo with it. And the officials signaled the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be Evan Mobley. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Giannis driving in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Puts it up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's the break. Mitchell on the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Lillard up top. Check by Mitchell. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 17. 5 on the clock. From the high post, he gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
With the threat of his drive where he's lethal, the defense has to live with Giannis shooting the mid-range jump shot.
Mobley, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3. Throws it up high. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the half. For 3, here's Lillard. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Green. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Sims in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Six on the shot clock. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Here's Jerome. Count it. Good. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Now here's Merrill. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Sims. Milwaukee leading by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Trent for three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Thompson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
You know what makes Thompson so valuable is his activity on the glass, especially the offensive board. He really chases down loose balls.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Trent outside. And another miss by Milwaukee. Cavaliers trail by 3. On the wing, Wade. Green covering. Wade, that's good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Portis down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Slick moves inside by Portis to avoid the defense for the hoop.
Jerome, that's good.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Pass to Porter. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. On target from range. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Here's Wade. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Sims. No points yet. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. 1:41 left in the third quarter here. Trent outside. A deep three. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Here's Jerome. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jerome's got 6. 1:19 left in the third. Now here's Trent, covered by Merrill. From deep. Trent outside. From deep three-point range. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And the Bucks miss again.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Hunter passes to Thompson.
Jericho Sims. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Porter.
With his size and versatility, Porter Jr. is really a strong defender, especially when he's defending the point or two guard. I can't figure out why they aren't going to him more. I mean, he's scoring the ball well for him.
Now here's Trent, tightly guarded. Fires from the wing. Jump shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 2. Here's Jerome. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Lopez passes to Lillard. That shot missing. The Cavs trailing. Garland for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Driving to the basket. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lillard passes to Prince. Mitchell against Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
It's stolen by Kuzma. With the tip. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Cavaliers trail by 6. From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland again missing. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
The drive by Garland. Rejected. Prince from deep three-point land. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead. The kick to Hunter. Outside Garland. Can they get it? Knocks it down from distance. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Wow. Man. You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Lillard against Mitchell. Lopez. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 1:33 left in the 4th. And it's Allen who slams it home.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographer to get a good shot of it.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. From the high post, and it's Cleveland with another.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. No dice on the putback jam. Cavaliers trail by 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Hunter passes to Mitchell. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Well, Well, Milwaukee shooting at a reasonable 46% this quarter. Mobley grabs the board.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Tries again. Mitchell finds Hunter. Three-pointer. Count it! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Antetokounmpo, right side. Cash!
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mobley passes to Allen. Count it!
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright lights.
Lillard outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. On the break, Garland for 3. He connects! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
Here's Mobley. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark.
coaches, each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the one spot. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. A kick out to Mobley. Mitchell passes to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Maxey. Outside, George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Quick decision right there from George. Not giving the D any time to react.
Garland the pass to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Grimes and the powerful one-handed slam.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Maxey finds George. Puts up a 3. They get it again. Here's Oubre. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Left side, Maxey. Fires the 3.
Using his quickness to stay on top of his man. Good defensive effort by Garland.
Here's Grimes. Back to Oubre. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Back to Strus. Clock at 6. Over George. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. They get it back.
The defensive instincts of Embiid, his focus and commitment on this end is impressive.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's Allen on the wing. Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. And another shot. And the shot is long. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. A drive by Garland. A kick out to Mobley. That 3 off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A nice shot by George.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Mitchell passes to Allen. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Shooting for Cleveland, Jarrett Allen.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A pure 5. Jarrett Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Maxey into the lane. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Maxey against Garland. Pass to Embiid from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's just not fair. 7-footers like Embiid with that size, they aren't supposed to shoot like that. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Kelly Oubre out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The drive by Allen. Here's Strus. It's good. Strus has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
Well, one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
Strus kicks to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Garland against Maxey. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Allen. 5 to shoot. Oubre against Mobley. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers lead. George way outside. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Wow, the process. Come on, I want to see that again.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And it's Strus missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Embiid kicks to George. Launches from deep. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell in the corner. Shot to stop the run. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
George looking over the floor. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Oh, muscling it home, Embiid. We know the 90s were a different era, Craig. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Drills it from outside.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Here's Garland, and the rejection by Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Oubre's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Strus, that's for 2. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Embiid. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Mobley with it. Maxey covering. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Puts it up from 7, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. 15 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Mitchell dishes to Allen. No good there. Here's Grimes. And so it's Philadelphia out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Wade out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then there's Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the point.
Wow,
we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. The 76ers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Here's Jerome. Wade for three. Rebound Andre Drummond.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. For three, Hunter. The offensive rebound. Six on the shot clock. Here's Merrill. Out to Wade. Now Hunter. Still yet to score. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Well, their pass to Drummond. To the left side wing. Here's McCain. He's defended by Merrill. 2 points. That one goes. McCain's got his second basket of the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Wade. Pass to Hunter, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Off the inbound pass. Thompson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Three-pointer, Wade. Here's Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Philadelphia leading by 21. McCain's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Yabusele. Wade is covering. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Thompson. In the corner, it's Hunter. Off target from three-point range. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's McCain. He's defended by Merrill. A nice shot by McCain.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is. I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Inside. Edwards against Hunter. In the corner, Drummond with it, all alone. The shot comes out.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Jerome, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Yabusele. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the three off target. The Cavaliers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's McCain. It's good from long range. McCain's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Wade passes to Jerome. Back to Wade. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 1 second left. That shot off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Philadelphia shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Andre Drummond is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Butler against Wade, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Cleveland ball.
Hunter on the wing. Edwards defending. Merrill can't hit. Merrill's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Edwards passes to Yabusele, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, this is where Thompson wants to do his scoring, close in the paint.
Pass to McCain. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. McCain's got 13 points in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Back to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Three-pointer, Butler. Out to Edwards. The tray. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
That shot wide open.
Man, the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Here's McCain. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Near the three-point line, it's Wade, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And the man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
A 3-ball. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Jerome passes to Wade. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Butler. Takes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Butler kicks to Yabusele. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
Wade gets the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Drummond in the post. It's up against Thompson. Out to the wing. Pass to Yabusele. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Picked them clean. Here's McCain. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here's the break. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Bangs home the trifecta. Now here's Thompson. So it's the 76ers winning this one. Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the three. Now here's Lillard. Oh, he goes big with the dunk right over Joel Embiid.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And it's Maxey missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Prince. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall.
But when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. very comfortable on that one.
Sinks the tray.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Antetokounmpo. Bam.
Yeah, Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Maxey passes to George. Back to Maxey. George feels it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start.
Yes, sir! Oh, that's what you tune in for right there. Wow. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
For 3, Maxey. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Maxey's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Embiid. It's George on the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
You have to track Paul George all over the floor, a 3-level scorer, and he's going to come at you in multiple ways.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And let's take a moment to get for the Bucks.
The way they just continue to drive right at.
So it's Milwaukee now, following the score by Philadelphia. Board. Out to Lillard. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
And it's Maxey missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Leading by 5. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Maxey against Lillard. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Lillard can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 3. And George launches it from deep. Here's Embiid out to Oubre. George outside. Goes back up. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Prince. Rebound by Philadelphia. George outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. From deep three-point land. No good on the shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Milwaukee. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Lillard against Maxey. Lillard outside. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, Lillard with a deep 3.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Good chance here for Antetokounmpo, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money. Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. But a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
George's shot is good.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
To the wing, right side. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Look at Lillard making it look easy.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
Maxey on the wing. He's got 12. And that one good. Maxey's got 14 points.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And he's going for the feed. The jam. Giannis.
On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
The Sixers lead by 3. George with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Embiid, a screen on Lillard. Maxey against Lillard. Tyrese Maxey again. 18 points for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Prince. Now Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pulls up. Joel Embiid with the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. 54 seconds left in the first half. Good on the bucket. The 76ers have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. For 3, Maxey. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. Screen by Embiid. For 3, George. It's cleared by Damian Lillard.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Dame goes in, and the dunk by Lillard.
You know, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Nails it from 3. Maxey's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Lazy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It's stolen by Oubre. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out this quarter with a 7-point. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Butler. Andre Drummond is out there with Edwards. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Porter. Out to Portis. Pass to Sims. Going inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Yeah, it feels like Portis was communicating before he even set that one up. That's a great look.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Porter against Butler. Trent outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. Outside for Green. Pass to Sims. Tries again. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. McCain's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Trent for 3. They get it again. Porter finds Trent. Back to Porter. Trent outside. No good on the triple. The Sixers lead by 11. Over to the left wing. Here's McCain. Great look, but off the mark. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. Outside, Green. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. To the paint. Yabusele. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, it feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. McCain's shot is off. The Bucks trail by 10. Trent for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Butler. 7 points in the game. Drummond to screen on Trent. Here's McCain. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Philadelphia leading by 10. And here's Butler outside. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Portis the screen. Green for 3. Rebounded by Butler. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Butler with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. And it's Butler with the jam.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Trent with a screen on Edwards. And here's Green from the arc. That one no good. Floats one up. Edwards, no good. Here's Sims. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the three, the small forward. And then Embiid with the dunk.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
In close, Antetokounmpo delivers. The Sixers lead by 14. Maxey surveys. Drops in the three. Maxey's got 24 points.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Lopez, the screen on Maxey. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Maxey.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here he goes. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Bucks trail by 20. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Here's Lopez. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. Oh, stolen by Lillard. George against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Second chance shot. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
That's an encouraging sign there as Prince steps in. Nice rhythm. A confident look there.
Here's Maxey. And he drops it in from the low post. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Embiid. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
He drops it from range.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
And George launches it from deep. The long-distance three is buried. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Takes the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's George on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering. From deep three-point land. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Maxey.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Again, Antetokounmpo missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Out to the right wing. Antetokounmpo surveys. Back to Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Now Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
George, a deep three. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Off target with the shot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Mobley. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now, Giannis. Driving inside. And the dunk by Giannis.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense. And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Mitchell, and he banks in the layup.
This is where Donovan Mitchell is nearly impossible to stop. With that aggressive defense, he still finds a way to score it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Now, here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Lillard against Garland. Kuzma outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Garland dishes to Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. Lillard with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis outside.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
The wide open look here for Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bucks leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Lillard, still without a basket. From 20 feet out, Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson.
I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek freak. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Hunter grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And stolen by Kuzma. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And that's an intentional foul. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this.
Second team foul.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out, and the game becomes more dangerous.
Here's Mitchell. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Mitchell's got 10 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back at... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. And here's Giannis. Kuzma outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake. Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 20.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Mobley. Can't connect from short range. Bucks trail by 4. Lets it go with a 3. Lillard misses.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Greg, we know about the EuroCup, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Prince can hit. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. That one goes in. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Giannis kicks to Prince. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A drive by Garland. Mitchell in the corner. Back to Garland. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Garland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Here's Hunter. A kick out to Mobley. Back to Hunter. Mitchell left side. Mobley outside. Teardrop shot. The rebound by Prince. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Giannis a screen on Mitchell. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
And it goes down 2 points. Mitchell's got 16.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Giannis no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. The 3 from Garland. A basket good off the assist from Allen. He's got 14.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Good on the 3-point shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court start.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Wade out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jackson's checked in for Green.
And for the Bucks, number 44.
Bucks trail by 8. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. And here's Trent outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Strus. Now Wade. Here's Jerome. Back to Wade. And it's good. 2 points. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Jackson. There's a screen. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Out left to the wing. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Jerome passes to Thompson. And that one drops.
And this guy, Tristan Thompson, understands how to score in the paint. Such nice touch right there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Porter drops them both. Here's Merrill. He has yet to score. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Count it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Driving the lane. And Thompson kicks to Strus. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Jackson. Pass to Sims.
2 minutes remaining.
Strus against Porter.
Good play and great vision from Porter. The pick and roll gets someone open, and he finds it.
Jerome passes to Wade. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Thompson.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Sims kicks to Jackson. Trent outside. Portis finds Trent. There's the pick. Shoots over Merrill. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Trent.
I don't care where Gary Trent Jr. is on the floor. This guy is a weapon.
Jerome. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Jackson. Off on the layup. Cleveland leading by 6. Merrill passes to Strus. Here's Jerome. Thompson in the post. Guarded by Jackson. Pass to Jerome. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside Portis. Into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Jerome, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Strus. Pulls up. Merrill gets the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Hunter dishes to Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. Kuzma pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. Nobody near Lillard. Trains the three-pointer.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And here's Garland for 3. On the wing, Mitchell. Kicks it out to Allen. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 3. Giannis with it, guarded by Hunter. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. And Mobley throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Giannis a screen on Garland. And it's Lillard missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Milwaukee on D. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell right side. Clock at 4. Shot from 16. That's good from Allen on the assist by Mitchell. Allen's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you what, Jared Allen showing you he's got the mid-range game in his arsenal. Pretty jumper.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And good. He nails it. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Garland attacking. Bucket is good.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Garland against Prince. Garland with the bucket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Offensive rebound. Back to Lillard. Out to the right wing. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Lillard. No good on the quick 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get a hand on it. Allen kicks to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Allen inside. Working on Prince. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Scooped up. Mitchell outside. Second shot opportunity. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within single digits. Cleveland with the ball. Here's Mobley. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mobley. Sinks the three-pointer. Mobley's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
There's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. 16 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Mitchell finds Mobley. And the layup's good off the glass. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. teams are both aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell against Maxey. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Grimes passes to Oubre. Drops in the layup for 2.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Mitchell against Maxey. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
And here is Mobley following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey.
His first team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. Mitchell way outside. And that time, also a missed shot.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Still without a basket in the game. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Maxey is a do-it-all guard. I mean, defense never knows if he's going to shoot it, pass it, or take off the dribble.
He's perfect from the line this time. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Now, here's George, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. George against Mobley. Mobley with the block. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Embiid wide open. Drops in the tray.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now George following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. It's tipped. Embiid, the pass to Grimes. Back to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
The three from Garland. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Maxey finds Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Philadelphia leading by 11. 1 second separating the shot clock in game time. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Strong take by the wily Maxey. He is fantastic at turning on the Jets.
Garland kicks to Mobley. Offline with his three. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Philadelphia riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
They're also doing a really good job on the offensive boards. Bagging their own groceries, doing whatever it takes to get those second chance points.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the three, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer. Yes, that's a 5. Welcome to the new NBA where 6'11 centers like Allen have range, major range.
It's deflected. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Kicks it out to Allen. Tries a three. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Embiid. Oh, muscling it home, Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And the basket is good. Maxey's got 14.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Garland surveying the D, and that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Gets that one to drop, bumping him up to 3 for 10. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Axie on the wing. He's got 14. Off target with his 3.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Mobley. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Oubre, a screen on Hunter. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
Up top, Garland. He has 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Garland. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The second effort. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Mobley outside. They get the rebound. Allen. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Philadelphia, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's...
Thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Andre Drummond. Butler out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Jerome. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Hits it from three-point range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Jerome, defended by Butler. Jerome passes to Strus. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers leading by 20. Pass to McCain. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. They grab their own miss. Here's McCain. From past the arc. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cavaliers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Strus kicks to Wade. For three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now Butler. Still scoreless. And it's Drummond missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Going inside, and the shot goes in. Jerome's got his first basket.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
In the corner, Drummond with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes the three. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. They set the pick. Here's McCain. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
76ers foul. McCain, his first team foul.
1:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Strus. Oh, that's blocked. Here's McCain. There's the 3. Good on the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
There's Green with the 3. The shot, no good. The 76ers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Outside Edwards. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wasted no time on that one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Edwards against Strus. Pass to Jerome. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And he comes up with the deuce. Abusele's got 5 now.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
26 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Out to Wade. Back to Strus. Outside Green. It's stolen by Edwards. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Tristan Thompson is out there with Wade. And it's Green. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Butler against Strus. Launches it from deep. To the right side. Launches a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Wade outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside Butler. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Wade with it, picked up by Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Shot clock at 5. Allen finds Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Connects from 3-point range.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Mobley. Banked in off the glass. The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Philadelphia shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 57% in this 4th quarter.
Hey, get on JoJo.
And here's George. There's 1:47 left here in the 4th quarter. That's tipped to the wing on the left. Here's Grimes. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
3 points.
Embiid's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Kept alive. 3-pointer. Here's Hunter. Here's Allen. And finally they hit one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Garland finds Allen. Right side, Garland. Pass to Allen. He tries for three. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. George way outside. George missing again.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
So it's the 76ers winning this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.